Milo? Milo, can I be heard? We are back in the building, baby. It's gonna be a super chill last day stream. And we're gonna just get right into it because it be like that. Hello, hello. Hello and welcome. Hi. All right. We already have the ref for the character that I was planning on doing. We're gonna finish up this art fight bingo here. Um and one of them is attack 5 plus OCs from the same user. I have an idea in the Mind Palace. I had an original idea that was just a little too much. Um so I'm gonna scale it back. Um but yes, hello. We're gonna get going. Um let's make a file and let's get going on this character. Um some for some reason I can't always see the chat. Oh, damn, that sucks. I don't know how to I don't know how to change that for you. Um On to attack 35 after a snack. Dude, that's awesome. You are really killing art fight this year. I'm trying so hard to have the motivation to pump out more art. That's so valid. I totally understand the feeling. Um I've been more focused on con prep because that's like a huge thing for me. But oh my god. I just really want to like end art fight on a high note. And by a high note, I mean I really do want to black out that bingo. I'm on my last attack and I know I can do it, but I really can't. Wait, art fight is ending. I was going to join today. It's ending on August 1st. So technically you have about a day left. You finished your mass attack of 13 characters, 693 points for Team Crystal. Let's go. It's been a really, really close fight this year. Like extremely close. I'm like not 100% sure who's gonna win this year. Knowing my luck, being on a winning team only 1 year, I'm not like totally confident that I'll be on the winning team this year. Um but it'd be like that. Looks like I'll join next year. Yeah, I guess that's a good call. Um the just for your just so you know, Slushy, art fight is always July. So it's always throughout the month of July. If you want to keep that in mind for next year so you're not joining like too late or anything or missing out on the event. You've never been on the winning team. No. I've only been on the winning team once. Hello. Nerdy, be more confident in Team Crystals, please. Listen, I'm just very, very used to like not winning, you know? Um I don't like this. I'm restarting. I'm I'm one of those people that just like I'm gonna do you have any advice for next year? I would say like add your characters in the month leading up to art fight. like set up your account. If you don't have an account set up or characters set up, add them in the month leading up to Art Fight. That'll probably make it so that more people will be looking at your characters, especially like I normally like before Art Fight starts, I like browse the recently added characters to pages and kind of pick who I'm going to draw, because it's like it gives me an idea of who the active users are going to be that year. um I joined when teams were Cyberpunk and Steampunk. I joined Cyberpunk and was downhill from there. I also did Cyberpunk, but I also was on Team Sugar the year previous. That was my first year. Um, yeah, the only team I've ever been a winner on is Team Bloom, and that like hardly was active that year. I made like 3 or 4 attacks that year for Team Bloom. And then I skipped out on vampires and werewolves. I just didn't feel like it. It do be the final countdown for real, for real. Well, one of us will get a win this year. Oh, fuck. You ever get something stuck in your throat and then you sound like you're dead? Just happened to me. I'm suffering. Why are all my drawings 120 plus? I'm guessing that's what you mean by point count. Um, I mean, you know what? You were contributing to create Team Crystal fanfare, so there we go. Did you finish the one from last stream? I finished all of my art on stream. So it should be done. I mean, all of it should be posted on. I never try to keep anything unfinished on these streams. I try to like go like sorry, my brain just turned off for a second there. I try to get everything done in one go for these streams. So, OMG, more peak. Hello, Maddie. My goal this year was 20 attacks. I beat my record of 19 last year, and I've done 28. That's awesome. How are y'all making so many attacks? I'm on my 6th and it will probably be my last one. I mean, honestly, the factors for people making different attacks, I feel like it's a combination of time and art speed. I know there's like plenty of like amazing artists who have only done like 2 or 3 attacks this year. It's really different for everyone. Yeah, 34 is actually insane. Um, I've only ever done like around the 20s range. That's like normally when I have like an active art fight, that's normally where I'll be. Um, but other than that, I've never gone above the 20s range, and I don't really plan on going above the 20s range. I'm always pretty busy in these kinds of months. So I don't want to like overwork myself. You do not have to be a digital artist to do art fight. You can be a traditional artist, you can be a dice maker, a jewelry maker, a craft maker, like anything. Um like it is very open to all sorts of art as long as you can like post a photo of it. It is 100% super easy to to join art fight. 1000%. I've honestly low-key given up on revenges. I'm so done. Oh my god, I know the feeling. I there are a few revenges I really want to get done though. mostly because they're characters that I found to be like I really wanted to draw them, or they gave me like really really in-depth and fancy attacks, and I'm like, oh shit, I can't just leave you behind like that. Hi. No, don't worry. It's all okay. Can you not spam? I saw your hi. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but don't apologize for um asking questions and stuff like that. It's all good. That's what I'm here for. I'm trapped to your will. Um all I have left to draw are hyper detailed characters, and I'm probably only going to be able to manage one more. Oh, rip. Vampire squid girly? I think so. I think this character's a vampire squid. Basically the lore that I have for this character is that she's a huge fan of this band but that is like run by other OCs in this person's universe. So I kind of want to do like a cute little I was going to do like a groupie kind of image where she was like at post concert and she was getting signed stuff from like the band members. But we're not gonna do that because that's just a little too much, and I kind of killed myself the um with the Gyaru attack. So we're gonna do something really simple, and we're just gonna do like her gushing over little chibi heads of the band members because that's how it is. Low-key want to draw another pony, but I have no more ponies saved. Go in the pony tag. Go crazy. Go stupid. I gotta go. See ya. Try to join again later. No worries. No worries. Thank you for coming in, and I'm glad I was able to answer some of your questions. Yeah, so like these are the characters that are in the band that she stands. So we're gonna do like a little like simple shaped characters up here where she's just like, oh my god, I love my band. I love my favorite band. Also, random fact, nerdy. You hold my layer record in art, but also a few days after someone came really close to getting there too. 308 layers, 10 less. Damn. The Gyaru attack was so goated. Thank you so much. I had so much fun doing that, but it did, like, actually kill me. Like, hello! I don't know if I'm ever gonna do an attack that in depth ever again. I had a lot of fun with the Gyaru mouse attack, but it did like take everything out of me. For real, for real. Listening while trying to get to 50 attacks. Well, good luck. You are 8 attacks away, which is not half bad. Hopefully you will make it. I believe in you. Hello. Sorry. I do be yawning. I do be a tired, eepy man. These characters, I actually attacked this user a couple years back when they were on Team Steampunk and I was on Team Cyberpunk. And their characters are so cool. I'm glad to be back in the building. What art fight? Why are you ending so quickly? I think it's good that art fight only lasts a month. You know, it's a nice fleeting thing. It never lasts too long. I feel like if it lasted longer than a month, I would be shitting and pissing my pants. For me, whenever I was doing attacks, I don't know, now that I look back, I could have totally put some more effort into it. I think I was pummeled by them that I couldn't draw as quality as I wanted NGL. That's valid. I can imagine, like, you know, you're so like um overwhelmed by the sheer volume of attacks that you're just like, oh shit, oh fuck, I gotta go crazy, go stupid. But I mean, like, you know, the whole point of art fight is that it is like art trades or free art. You know, you never, it's like, I mean, I don't normally go into art fight expecting like god level quality from the people, or like, I don't go in, how do I explain this in a way that doesn't sound like mean or condescending? I don't go into art fight being like, I am going to get free art at the level of like an $100 commission. I don't really go into it like that because, like, for real, um I don't know. Um because, like, how do I don't know how to explain it. I just go in with like lower expectations because I know this art is not being that is just like, it's being made from the heart. I'm not paying extra money for it. I'm just here to have stuff for me. So it's like, I'm just happy to get whatever. I've gotten some really really great attacks this year. A month feels so long and so short at the same time. It makes art fights so exciting and special when it comes around. For real, for real. Also, you don't need to ask if you can ask a question. Just literally ask it in the chat and I will try and answer it to the best of my abilities. By the way, I love the way your Sona's hair moves when it talks. Thank you so much. That's one of my favorite little details about my Sona. That it, like, the hair is a has a life of its own. But yeah, I don't really want art fight to be longer or shorter. A month is the perfect amount of time in my opinion. I'm trying my best with this OC, but she didn't have any art before art fight, so now I'm just coming up with her design. Dang, oh, it's one of those like design me a character ones. I always see those on art fight where it's like design me an OC, and I'm like, I'm not, those ones I'm always iffy about because it, yeah. I personally love when I get an attack from a new or young artist. It feels so special to me, like you were putting all this effort to learn and grow and you're choosing my characters to do it. Hell yeah. That's that's such a good way to put it. I don't think I could have worded it any better. It really is just like such a great feeling um to see someone like practice with my characters. Can you say oi for Brazilians? It's hi in Portuguese. It's like oi. Oi? Oi? Why does he look like the Roblox smirking emoji? I need to fix that. There we go. No, it's not a design me an OC, it's just my OC I didn't have concept art of. I'm just trying to use her for an attack. Ah, okay, gotcha. Wait, is it oi or oi? I don't I don't speak Portuguese, unfortunately. I speak Spanish, but not Portuguese. I know there's some similarities in there, um, but for the most part, it's so funny though because I'll see like posts written in Portuguese, and I'll see them and I'll be like, oh, I can read this, and then I'll stare at it for 5 minutes, and I'm like, wait, this is a completely different language. It throws me off every time. I always think it's Spanish, and then I do like a double take, and I'm like, oh fuck, never mind. I do not know what this is. Yeah, Design Me and OC art fight things are a little IDK. It feels like they can't come up with the character design, so they try to put that up to get people to design one for them. Yeah, it just like I would rather draw someone's pre-existing character that they've already like commissioned someone to design or has like come from the heart, like it's a concept that they're really happy with and really excited to share. Rather than just being like, can you just like make me a character? It feels like a bit of a cop out, but like who am I to dictate how people create their characters? It's a very personal thing for lots of people. So I'm not going to knock people who do it too hard. I'm just personally not a fan of attacking that kind of um doing that kind of attack. Yeah. Amazing art. Thank you so much. Young artists are just so precious. There's one in my life that absolutely loves my art and looks up to me. It's the best feeling ever. Aw. Yeah, it does make me really happy when I see artists um who are like who are still in the learning phases. There's one artist that I attack every year, or at least try to, and they were my first ever attack. And when I first started art fight, and it's so awesome seeing them grow their art and improve every year. What the heck? That's such a wholesome tradition. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, you got a repeater. That's awesome. I have a couple people who have like attacked me consistently over the years, and it's always um such a wonderful thing to see. It's very heartwarming that people want to like go back to my characters, you know? Um it makes me very happy. I'm like, "Damn, my characters um give you inspiration?" Um Oh fuck, wait, that's not the flip that I wanted. Edit, rotate flip canvas, flip horizontal. There we go. Oh, they attacked first, and their OCs is high priority. That's so sweet. That's just that's very wholesome. I love that for you, actually. All right. I feel like this sketch took me like way too long to do. but we're getting into it. Gotta hop off. Thanks for the yummy art, Steam. Devouring the sketch. Nom nom. Yeah, no worries. Go ahead and be free. Okay, I want to turn up the brush size on here. Duplicate layer, edit, transform, flip horizontal. I feel like I could just put this on a symmetry layer. I should do that. Cancel. I'm redoing this, and I'm doing symmetry ruler. Ooh, no, that's not. You're doing a 2 OCs and then a mass attack. Ooh, fun. So that's going to be attacks 35 and 36 for you. That's crazy. That is actually wild. Yeah, seriously, good luck. Someone help convince me to work on my last attack. I believe in you. You can do it. Um, Godspeed. Go crazy, go stupid. There you go. Hopefully that's that's motivation enough. Once it's done, it's over. That is so real. That's such a good way to motivate someone. Be like, once it's done, it's done. You're free. I know some people who like literally have goals to do over 100 attacks in in the month of art fight, and they go like super hard trying to achieve that. I could fucking never, but yes. Yeah, you want to be done now. Ooh, you want to finish? Ooh, you want to finish so bad. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna work on it while listening. Let's go! Let's go! I love bullying. I love bullying people into doing shit. You found a pony! Let's go! Oh, that's awesome. I hopefully you'll have lots of fun drawing that pony. I love drawing me a good pone. There's nothing better in this world than a awesome pony. Hibiki fan fare. You already got what you wanted. Well, good. I'm glad. Your drawing is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy in this world doing the art thing. I got like a pale yellow, maroon, and bright cyan color scheme. Ooh, that's fun. That's a fun pony. I love all kinds of ponies. I should have been selfish and been like, you should draw my pony. Nah. I've gotten a decent amount of attacks of her already, which I'm very happy about. I love my pony though. She's so cute. Line art done. You are a speedy beast. I literally just started my line art. Every time I'm like a little bit quiet, I can overhear my partner role playing in in the other room. Like she's got a little like role play event going on. So I can like hear her voice. Bro, I will attack you again. Don't threaten me with a good time. No, it's fine. I'm just messing as in like, you know, I love getting free art. I don't want to be too greedy, you know? All right, you have a good day. You're a very strange person, Raccoon. I get so many comments from this person just being like, my goal is to comment on every animation channel. By the way, I am from Brazil. Very interesting. Very interesting character. Truly. Nerdy has a partner. I'm still technically new to the channel. I don't care if you've mentioned it before. Yes, I do have a partner where I live with a life partner. I think I've mentioned her here and there a couple of times. But yeah. I was set on drawing your main Sona, and then I didn't even realize you had a pony. Yes, I do have a pony. She's one of my like very old OCs from like from almost 10 years ago at this point. Um she's gone through a lot of changes as a character, but like I really like where she's at right now, where she's just like a little weather pony from Cloudsdale that works in the cloud department. I think it's so cute. Oh, whoopsie. Well, I'm glad you were able to draw my OC no matter how stressful it was for you. I you know I just hopefully you had an ounce of fun. I loved it, but I hated it. I'm struggling. I'm just upset I was harder than I thought. Well, I liked how it turned out, okay? I think it turned out great. And that's all that matters. Hi, Nerdy, it's Evan. I just wanted to briefly stop by and say hi. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello, Evan. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day as well. It was fun. I just enjoy complaining about it. Bro, you're complaining about it low-key stressed me out sometimes. I'm gonna be so real with you. I was like, oh no, I'm so sorry my OC is so hard for you to draw. I felt so bad. I felt like I was like torturing you a little bit. Oh no! Can you not I know with Clip Studio you can save the time lapse again if you like open it the file again and just click export time lapse, but I don't know if it's different with other programs. You just like reopen the working file and resave the time lapse. All right. We've got the first character down. Now we're gonna do the little heads of the other characters. Advice for drawing in an extremely dry and hot weather without any type of cooling system and the biggest struggle in my life at this moment. Wear very light clothing. Um, like a tank top, um, and some shorts or something like that. Stevia, can you not rub against the microphone? I'm sorry if you guys got like some weird mic feedback. Stevia just decided to join in. Maybe get an ice pack and put it on your lap, And then if you're ever feeling like overheated um in other areas, just like take a break to just like spread the ice pack on your arms or something like that. Yeah. Thankfully, it was just only one. I don't save the clip file for most of my art. It takes up too much storage, so the time lapse didn't save to the PNG. Oh, that sucks. OMG, Stevie instead of Gargoyle this time. Joke's on you. Gargoyle is here, actually. He's sleeping on my printer. He's been sleeping on my printer since the start of the stream because that is what he does. He is a printer sleeper. It's a surprise that they're both here and they're not trying to beat each other up because they do not like each other. Thanks, advice taken. I'm glad I could help. Normally when I'm like super overheated, especially like at night when I'm trying to sleep, I'll grab an ice pack from the freezer and just bring it downstairs with me and just put it on my legs or on my stomach. Kitty, no, let the kitty talk in the mic. I'm surprised she didn't meow, honestly. She's a very talkative cat, but she just wanted to rub against the mic, which I don't think would be very fun for you guys specifically. It would be a lot of we want cat audio. Again, if she wants to start yapping, she can, but I'm not gonna force her to yap. You know, she's being chill, and I don't really want to rile Gargoyle up, who's like taking a nap on my printer, because if he gets riled up, then he's gonna start bothering his sister, and then they are going to not have a good time because Gargoyle always wants to play with Stevia, and Stevia does not want to play back. Hello. What breed of cat? Stevia is a domestic short hair. She's a Siamese mix, specifically. So she's her coat pattern is a lynx point Siamese, and then Gargoyle is a white and black domestic medium hair. They're very normal cats. Oh, my Mipa, she's so cute. Do I color or should I work on the second character? Normally when I do stuff, I like work on all the characters first and then I add a color. So, I guess it depends on your process, you know? You forgot to add a layer. I can't hide the lines. No! Oh my god, I know exactly what you're going through. It happens to the best of us, honey. To the best of us, truly. I'm so sorry that you've gone through that. That's why I always try to like change the color and the opacity of my sketch layers. And then I also put them in a folder too. And then normally that helps me not draw on the sketch layer. It's just a nice little trick. Like change the color of the sketch layer. I mean, I normally sketch in red regardless. And then put it in a folder and lower the opacity of the folder, and you'll end up not sketching, lining on the sketch layer more often. It still happens. The dreaded wrong layer, for real. I tend to usually focus on one character at a time after sketching both, and sometimes coloring their skins. Yeah, well, you know, everyone's skill set, no, process is different. So honestly, whatever works best for you, my guy. Scary long mirrors for me is especially worrying. I have so many layers and I might not be able to redo an entire part. Yeah. That's why I try not to do more than like a certain amount of layers in my art, or I'll like I know I will like make things a little too overcomplicated for me. I use the bare minimum layers as soon as I'm done with the layer. I merge it. It makes more streamlined for me. Exactly. I'm very similar. Sometimes I'll keep specific layers just to just to kind of like make it so that I can change things later on, especially if it's a commission. I'll try to be less liberal with the merging of my layers. But if it's just like, you know, I'm drawing for me, I'm very much a merger. I merge a lot. Overcomplication. Yeah, that is your curse. Every time you talk about your process, I like cannot wrap my head around it. But I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. Who am I to judge someone's art process if it's something that makes them want to make more art, you know? The art won't art. No. I know the feeling. It's okay. Fight. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, adapt, innovate, overcome, as one might say. I hate it when the art refuses to art. For real. I have aphantasia, so it's an extra struggle. Oh, I see what you mean. I don't think I have aphantasia. I think I have a pretty good mind's eye, for the most part. But I kind of like I understand why it would be such a massive struggle. You know, I'm one of those people who will listen to a song and will have like who will imagine like a music video in the background. So I think I have a pretty decent mind's eye. Your PNG tuber gives me massive Centaur World vibes, if you know that Netflix show. I do know that Netflix show. I thought it was really charming and really interesting too, honestly. Um Very strange watch. I only watched it once. I think it's one of those things where it's like it's just like an experience. I don't even know. Strange ass show for real. I have hyperphantasia. Oh, crazy. You see the apple with all its pores. That fucking apple, man. The brain apple. All right. You also have synesthesia. Ooh, that's so cool. Meow 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 meow. All right. And then we're gonna do very simple shading for this one. I can't see any of it. Sometimes I have a moment where I get like a flash. I call them jump scares where I can visualize something perfectly, but it'll only last like half a second. Ooh, that feels very I would not like that personally. Um but damn. What is synesthesia? It's like when you can imagine shapes and colors when you listen to music. It's very hard to explain. Um but you can basically like hear the notes. And you can basically like see the notes in the form of color, shape, and line. It's very interesting. I have this really bad thing where I feel like I'm not allowed to do mass attacks that aren't 4+ characters and it limits my potential. Oh no. I mean, technically, you're not allowed to do anything. You can do whatever you want. I thought visualize this was a metaphor and I struggled to get invested in books, but manga was great because it has visuals. I just love manga in general. I've never been a book girly. I've always felt really bad about it because like reading and like word books are so important, and I do think reading is a really valuable thing, but I've never been one to like get into that kind of shit. Like I don't know, I just like I was always more into the visual aspect or like the art. Um like I loved books that had like illustrations, like they were like light novel formatted. Um and I always felt like I was such a baby for it too. Like, I had these friends who were like who were like reading books and like didn't um and didn't need like visuals to help them out. And it's like I could imagine the visuals of the books. I just preferred when there was art alongside it. I feel like it just added to the world and the experience to have art. Okay, so there's more than one synesthesia. Okay. That's really interesting. Again, I'm very inexperienced. That's just like what I've heard about it is like the whole like color, shape, and line when listening to music thing. That's like the very common one that everyone knows about. That's a very fun design, actually. The like shapes and such. Hello! Welcome, welcome. We do be drawing. We do be art fighting. Fighting the art. Seeing your PNG tuber model makes me want to make my own. It's really easy to make a PNG tuber model, actually. It's not that complicated. There are a lot of like different PNG tuber softwares. The one that I use is VideoTube Mini. But there's a whole bunch of different softwares you can download that are really good for like making PNG tuber models and all of that. I totally recommend it. It's a very like accessible introduction to like character-based streaming, you know? Basic headshot drawing turning into a full scene. Oh my gosh, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. You're like, I'm just gonna do this simple thing, and then it's like turns out to be like all big and complicated. It be like that on this bitch of an earth. Oh, someone just dropped something outside of outside of my house. There are some people doing construction outside of my house. So if you're like hearing that, that is the thing. I have Jesus. It's okay, Gargoyle. Oh, he did not like the sounds that happened. I have trouble staying on model for my Sona, and I keep changing the design. That's so valid. That it happens. Sometimes it takes a while to find something that you want to like stick to. And like it doesn't and like you can honestly like use that to your advantage, where it's like, okay, if consistency is a problem, maybe the whole point of my Sona is that it is an inconsistent design. You could like play around with that aspect, like maybe the character is a shapeshifter or something, or that they that they're like a little blobby type character, and then their form is not consistent. Like that's the whole point of the character. They have like a bajillion different forms, you know? I feel like that would be a really cool angle when designing a character. You're right on point with it being a shapeshifter. I just usually draw it with as a blob. Oh hell yeah, my intuition, baby. My intuition crazy. My Sona is a part of my actual story, but it's in his future, so the only way you can tell they're related is by name. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know if I could ever make a story around like my mascot character or my Sona. It just is this character is just a silly guy. That's like the whole plot is the silly. What was I gonna do again? Oh yeah. My brain, she is not working today. I feel like you can tell I am very burnt out by art fight at this point. I just have characters that I really really want to draw. And it's like I want to end things off with like a nice fun time. Can I have a nice fun time, please? Please, world? I also have an evil version of my Sona named Ta Ta. Creating it was a mistake. Now my friends ship my normal Sona with my evil Sona. That's so fun though. It's like why is it that my brain, whenever I think of like an evil version of someone's character, I always think of Markiplier and Darkiplier. Like that's what my brain always goes to when I think of like um an evil version of something. The evil counterparts. They have fingerless gloves, and I'm just gonna add them in. Like this. Haha. Amazing. It's as if it was never there to begin. It was always there to begin with. Woo! Yippee! What was I gonna do again? Oh yeah, my brain. My brain is made of sand. It's made of sand. Okay. ¿Qué más? Let's import these guys back in. IDKY, but the characters you're drawing seem really familiar. Oh, well, maybe you know this artist or something. Well, maybe that may be the case. There's something about making OCs that are like super fans of other OCs that you have that really fucking, it just gets my heart going. I think it's such a cute concept to be like, this is my OC and they are super fans of these other OCs. That shit's cute as hell. I think this character's so fun. She's just a big fan of this like OC band. That's so cute. This has been a fun stream, but I gotta go to good sleep now. Good luck, Nerdy, and everyone in chat working on their art. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for popping by. I really appreciate that. You were so active in the chat and you were engaging in convo, and it was fun. It was fun chatting. Have a very good rest. Eat well. You deserve a good eat. Now go to bed. Go to bed. Someone help me convince me that this art will be worth it. It will be worth it. It will be so awesome, and you'll be like, wow, I finished another drawing. Look at me go. And it'll be so cool, and everyone will think you're so cool for finishing another drawing. Did that help? Was that too little? Too much? I believe in you. I think you can do it. You can be free. Ooh, whoopsies. Can't believe I'm asking this, but how do I draw someone looking traumatized? I mean, yeah, no, the face is definitely something you can work on. I think if you search up like expressions and stuff like that, you might be able to find like a facial expression that kind of fits that sort of like that sort of look. Normally, you want to draw like very big eye shapes but small pupils. That's a really easy way to like indicate fear or like trauma in a character is that. What other things can one do? I feel like that's like the main thing is like big eye shapes, small pupils is normally a pretty good way to indicate that. I've been wanting to make a series and it's hard. That is so valid. Sorry, that took me like a million years of my brain turned off. But I know the feeling, truly I do. I always have little ideas brewing in the mind palace and then I never go through with them, you know? And I think that's a very common thing to happen to art guys on this bitch of an earth, is to be like, I have so many ideas for X, Y, and Z, and then I never go through with them because I'm too scared, or I'm just, I don't think I'm ready. But it's like the whole thing is like, you have to go for it. And that's the scary part. Everyone, you ask for advice and they're always like, just do it. Like, and you're like, oh, I know I should just do it, but the fear is consuming me. One day I will brain cell myself into actually doing my like story ideas that I have. I just don't find myself to be that compelling of like a writer. That's like the main thing stopping me, is that I don't think I'm like the most the most skilled person at like writing shit. And that's the main thing that I struggle with. I want to focus on the character lore and development before the world building. That's valid. That's normally a good way to go about it, honestly. I know a lot of people who do it that way, and it works really well for them, so. The whole thing is that it's different for everyone, though. I'm definitely not the type of guy you go to for art, not art advice, for, I mean, even then, I don't know if I'm not the kind of person, who would give out the best art advice. I know people have asked me for advice while I'm streaming, and I'm like, because it's like, what if the advice I give is bad? Because it's like, I know how to draw, but do I know how to word what it's like to draw? Do I know how to brain this into a way that'll help go into your brain? Advice is hard, man. Advice is very hard. I can ask questions about my life. I can be like, they can be like, hey, nerdy, what's your favorite color? And I'll be like, oh, well, my favorite color is teal. And XYZ reason why my favorite color is teal. Oh, hi, Manny. My sibling is here. The only person I have ever upgraded to mod status is here. I'm a bad mentor. Me too. You don't have to give great advice, but perspectives is great and always helpful. That is so real. Anyways, I gotta go. Time to dip. No worries. No worries. Thank you so much for popping by, Grim. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Go crazy, go stupid, my guy. Get rest or do what you gotta do. Hell yeah. There we go. That's a little bit better. Again, I feel like the original idea I had for this, for this attack was just like so much cooler than what I originally had. But we're doing basic. We're doing basic mod, even though I missed like 2 streams and I'm late to this one, Lamau. It's fine. It's fine. I like never tell you when I'm streaming. I just do it. And then it's like, I don't really, do I need a mod? Like, I'm not that famous. Like, I don't need a moderator. Hello, Rain. Alright, let's add the signature. I think this one is done. Import image, documents, signature. I love when I don't even have to change the color on my signature. It's like all good to go already. Alright, there she is. This is, according to my files, attack number 22. Let's go. Did you finish your blackout? I'm on my way. This is the 5+ characters one. So we're gonna mark that down and file, import image, art fight 2025. We're gonna shrink this down. Bam. Woo, one more. I know, right? One second. I'm actually gonna quickly make it so that everything has like a thing. File, import image. All right, there we go. Everything has proof now. Everything has proof. My last one I'm gonna save for later because it's literally Skynix made this bingo and one of the things is attack Skynix art. Wow, Burgess wants free art. Can't blame him. But I'm gonna wait because I have revenges I want to do before I attack Skynix. I find it so funny. He's like, me, I'm gonna put my own he's like, attack me in order to fulfill the bingo. Okay, this is the next character I'm doing. This person, I'm like, I wanted to revenge them right away because they made like an entire paper craft of my Sona and it was so fucking awesome. And I'm just like, holy shit, I need to attack you back because what the hell? That was crazy. You made an entire fucking paper craft of my character. So I think we're gonna do like a cute little chibi. Like, yes, a paper craft. You can, one sec, I'll actually open it. File, open. Pictures. Look at this shit. This is awesome. It's so cool. It's so cool. Damn, that's like fan art. I know, right? It's awesome. It's so cool. Um but let's get into this drawing. Hi, I'm new to your channel. I must subscribe. What the? Oh, thank you so much. I wish I had that. For real, me too, honestly. I really want they said that they were willing to deliver it to me. But at the same time, I'm just like not 1000% comfortable like giving someone my address. So I was like, all right, I would love to get this paper craft, but if I open a PO box, I will let you know so that I can I can get it. I shall never do commissions. Well, that's a you thing. I love this OC's design so much. It's so cute. Four ghost OCs sketched. Hell yeah. One second. Let me change the canvas size for this. You forgot to do the skin color. Oh no. We do be drawing. All right. I feel like I'm never going to match the energy of the attack they did for me. So like I'm just gonna like make something just to show my gratitude. So I don't know if I'll be able to like they fucking flexed on me so hard, man. No way in hell I'm going to give that energy back to them. I don't know if I have the brain capacity to do that. Are you pro ship? Just curious. I'm a tax paying grown adult. I don't have the brain capacity to handle that kind of discourse. I think it's really stupid. Real. I woke up early today and the outside looks so blue. Ooh, that's so fun. I'm going to do a lineless one for this because I haven't done a lineless commission. I haven't done a lineless attack this year. And I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. Fuck yeah. What about Basil X Hero? I don't ship that. Where did you get that from? What the fuck? I'm not gonna talk about Amori ship discourse on this stream. Mostly because I've already laid my opinions out on like what ships I like and what ships I don't like in other streams for y'all to look at. And like I'm not super active in the Amori fandom anymore anyways. Like I still love Amori. It's one of my favorite games ever. Um but like the like fandom discourse element of it, I would rather not chat about. Wait, you did 6 attacks in the span of me doing 1.5? Bro, you're cracked. No, okay. Oh, you're doing a mass attack. Okay. Fandom can be annoying. I know. Yeah. That's like the main reason why I don't like try to go too crazy about my opinions on it. Like I love engaging in fandom, just at like in my special little way. And by in my special little way, I mean finding groups, like small groups of people who engage in fandom activities the same way I like to engage in fandom activities, and maybe like joining a Discord with people like that, or doing something like a group chat or something. And then I'll just engage with those people. And then there's no, and then like if it's like and since I'm curating my own little friend group, there's no fucking like crazy discourse shit to deal with because it's just like me and my hammies and we be talking about different things that make us happy. And that's like the honestly that's like the way that I would recommend engaging in fandom is just like uh find your friends and have fun with them, and then you're not engaging in the shitty discourse. Hello. Your fingers are tired. Maybe take a rest. Take a break. Just like a 10-minute break. My guy. You've been I like your avatar. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I like my avatar too. I think it's very cute. I had a lot of fun designing it. I always struggle with Lineless because I never have like a technique down for how to do it. I just like fuck around and find out, and it always throws me off, but at the same time it's like it's very different from my usual process. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? It's crazy. Ugh, sorry, I just need to stretch a little bit. It's important to stretch, gang. Stretch. I know, right? It's such a cute character. I'm happy to be drawing them. I wanted to like kind of channel the energy that they made with the paper craft by like doing a lineless style. Um but I definitely have less skills in the lineless department, I will say that. I do be struggling. I am the CEO of the struggle bus actually. Stop! King Art, thank you. Yeah, goblin characters are really cute. I'm not always a high fantasy girly. I say this all the time. I've just never been able to like get into it personally. Which is sad because like I get so much FOMO watching like my friends get into D&D and shit, and then it just like never hits for me. Um but like but like the designs in like D&D style fantasy characters are always really interesting. Um and I like exploring that when I can. It's just unfortunate that I've never been really able to get into it, you know? It's too quiet. Bro, I mean, give me something to yap about and you'll be mad at me being like, and then you'll be like, oh, this bitch yapping too much. I would gladly yap about anything within reason. Stop! What are your fave animals? My favorite animals, I love otters. Those are like the main ones that I love. I'm a huge otter fan. I think they're so cute. My favorite otters are river otters. Um, they are literally so cute. I love the way they squeak. I love the way that they're basically just water ferrets. I think that's so freaking cute. Um, I love me a good otter. They're probably my favorite animal. I also love cuttlefish. That's my favorite species of like sea animal because cuttlefish are weird as fuck. If you've ever like researched anything about cuttlefish, strange as hell creatures. Literally aliens on Earth. Um, um, what other animals do I like? Trying to think. I like a lot of animals. I'm a cat girly. I love cats. That is also. I mean, like, I forget that that is an option when I think of like what's your favorite animal. I'm always thinking about like wild animals. But I love a good cat. I love cats are so silly. They're so silly and they're so weird, and I have three of them, so obviously I'm very biased. I'm doing kind of like simplified shapes for this character. Yeah, I did give D&D the old college try. I've tried so many times to get into it, and I feel really bad that it's just never clicked for me. Because it looks like so much fun in theory. I'm like, damn, I wish I could be a D&D guy. But I've always enjoyed text-based role plays more. You know, that's the role plays that I would always do is like text plays. Um, ooh, not a lie are so cool. Yes, they're so small and squishy. I drew a Nautilus woman once for a project actually. I like turned a fish in like sea creatures into into like mermaid girls for an art project in high school, and that was like a whole thing for me. Cats always want food. That is so real. They act like you starve them, and you don't. You feed them good amount. They're well fed and they're well taken care of, and they're cute little guys. And then they always yell. They're like, "Wow, where's my schmutz?" And I'm like, "Bro, I just fed you." My cat Baz, whenever it gets close to feeding time, he just starts screaming like crazy. And you'd think we mistreat him with how like crazily he'll scream. And it's like, no, he's just upset that it's like that dinner time is happening and he hasn't eaten yet. Cats are like kids, for real. They're silly little guys, and I hate them. I hate my cat. No, I'm just kidding. I love my cats so much. They're everything to me. I care about them so much. They're my little guys, and I love them. There is nothing in this world that I love more than my three little cats. My mitten quitten quats. Um, well, what it started out as like, nerdy, what's your favorite animal? And then I just went on like a whole rant about cats. They're just so fun to talk about. Weird ass creatures, for real, for real. And then it's like we know a lot about them too because they live in our damn houses. Okay. Um I need to like boom, boom, boom. What's your favorite Pokemon? It's gotta be a cat-based Pokemon. Actually, my favorite Pokemon is and will always be Azumarill. I love that weird little freak so much. Like I have like a like the reason why Azumarill is my favorite Pokemon is when I did my first ever Nuzlocke like ever, and it was a Pokemon Y Nuzlocke. Which is like Pokemon Y is like they're known for being easy games, but here's another fact: I'm known for being shit at video games. So like I really needed an easy game if I ever wanted to do a Nuzlocke. Um, so, but like I caught a Meryl in like the first route that you could catch one. And that shit ended up being the GOAT. Like, bro saved my life countless times. And, I have never looked back ever since. I love Azumarill so much. It's my favorite Pokemon, like, ever. I think it's so cute, and it's so bulky, and it's just an egg, man. It's just an egg. He's just an egg, and he is my best friend. Hello, 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 hello. What's the definition of cute but scary and menace? Mimikyu. I love Mimikyu. Mimikyu is also one of my favorite Pokemon. I feel like it's such a like it's such a basic pick, but like for a reason. I love Mimikyu. Mimikyu's so cute. I fell for the Mimikyu propaganda for real. Mimikyu is in fact a lovely Pokemon. Correct. I love Mimikyu. Super cute. Has been one of my favorite Pokemon since it was like released. It's just such a fun concept for a character design, you know? Pikachu but fucked up. Love that. Very charming Pokemon. Do you like line art more or not? I mean, personally, I am a huge line art fan. I am just doing lineless right now because I haven't done a lineless attack for art fight yet. Um, and I tend to do one every year, so I'm like, fuck it, might as well, you know? Um, no, I am not normally a lineless girly. I feel like you can really easily tell too because I'm futzing this in a way that like if I were someone who normally did lineless, I feel like you could tell that like my technique would be more polished. But this technique, bro, she ain't polished. She is dull as fuck. I just be fucking around for real. You be thinking I don't know how to draw, and I don't know how to draw lineless, so you'd be right. I've done a couple of lineless things here and there, um, but for the most part, I love me clean and crisp line art. I think it suits my style really well. Um, I think it's really fun to do as well. But it's always nice to go outside of your comfort zone, especially for events like Art Fight, because it gives you an opportunity to practice and try out new things without a consequence, I guess would be a good way to say it. Um, so yeah, that's what I'd be doing right now. I think I'm gonna start doing the shape of the hair. I'm gonna actually shift the hue of the hair slightly to make it lighter. Art Fight last year was the reason I kept drawing at all. It was nice and really needed. Oh, that's so sweet. That's good. I'm glad that it kept you doing something that you like to do, and it's always good to like find things that reignite your passion for art or like creative activities. Sometimes you just need to like do something a little out of your comfort zone to just like remind yourself that you like creating shit, you know? Um that's something that I like to do is I just like to kind of expand my horizons, see how things go for me. Um and sometimes I learn something new, I learn to appreciate something, or um I like discover a technique that I wouldn't have used otherwise if I didn't do this like weird experimental thing. So it's always a fun experience, for real, for real. Oh, Nerdy, did you go to art school? I sure did. I sure did. um, I graduated last year, actually, which is crazy to say that it's only been a year since I graduated. It feels like it's been longer, mostly because a lot of shit has happened since I graduated. Um, and I've been trying to like make art my like full-time career since I graduated, and that's been a journey. It's been a little bit difficult to get to doing that, but art school was an experience. I definitely had a time. And I learned a lot. Would I recommend it? If you live in the United States, no, unless you're rich. I like the patterns on the dress. I know, right? Me too. Oh fuck. This turned out actually really cute. I'm a huge fan actually. It's not half bad. I was really nervous that it would kind of turn out like shit, but it's not shit. It's actually pretty decent. Good job me. Yippee. Wahoo. Living my best life right now. I know you're not a nerd, and I think you said that, but what you said made me remember. Yeah. Um I'm from Canada, so I can't really say much to like the experience of what it's like to go to college in the United States, or like what schools in the States are worth it. I do not know anything about that. All I know is that when I was applying to colleges, or like looking into art schools to apply to, I had this like fleeting thought of like, I think it would be cool to apply to a school in the States. Like, that might be interesting. And then I saw that tuition for 1 year at one of the schools that I was interested in was equivalent in cost to like a full degree at the schools in Canada that I was interested in. So that went away very quickly. I was like, no thank you. I will figure something else out. Uh, that was what happened to me. I was just like, I would rather go to a school in Canada. So I ended up applying to Canadian schools only. And I'm glad I did. I really do like the school that I ended up going to. I think I learned a lot. Yeah, never go to a school in the States if you can avoid it. Art school price is, yeah, it's not a joke there. They are basically price gouging the fuck out of you. And it's unfortunate, sadly, that that's like the case, because the arts are extremely important and I think they should be more accessible. But unfortunately, we live in a society, TM. And people be like, art school tuition, how about like 50K US a year? That's like 50K US a year? That's like insane. Yeah. Yeah, for real. Unless, I mean, like, I don't want to knock art school in general, though, because I don't find art school in general, or like that kind of career path, to be a waste of money. I don't find like the art school that I went to be a waste of money. I think I learned a lot for my degree. It's just I went to a school in Canada, and that changed a lot of factors for me as far as learning goes. It's a little bit easier to justify going to art school in Canada than it is to go to art school in the States. This is such a cute OC. I feel like this turned out really simple, but like my brain cells um were going on like overdrive while working on this, for real, for real. Learn art from YouTube, smart not hard, work smarter not harder, for real. There are tons of alum for like really awesome schools on YouTube that will teach you the stuff that they learned in art school, which I think is such a sweet, it's such a sweet thing to do, to like take your degree and use it to like make what you learned accessible to people who couldn't afford it. I think I think that's just a really wonderful thing to do, and I'm glad people have done that. I think I'm gonna add like some nice grain to this, like some nice texture. I think it will be a good idea. Don't worry, I have it looks like shit right now, but I have thoughts brewing in the mind palace, I promise. I just want to add like texture to it. I feel like this OC is a character that would need like nice texture in the art. I used to literally do this on like all of my artwork, is like add this like green texture to it. And like apparently now that's like it's like really good for like anti-AI to like add that kind of like peeper green texture to your work. I just use Nightshade now because that's just like a program that does that shit for you. Like very interesting, very cool. All right, there we go. 11 OCs done. That is a mass attack, man. All right, here we go. Save as documents, art find, attack. Ooh, attack number 23.png. Let's go. All right. Who else did I have in my attacks list that I wanted to do like a last minute revenge for? Art fight. I wanted to do this character. I thought they were super cool. This is another revenge character. I don't remember who they attacked from me. I'm gonna check actually, because I'm curious. Jesus Christ, they have a lot of attacks. Oh yes, they drew my OC Poppy. They drew my Boba Pet's character. That's what I thought. I really like this OC design though, so I definitely want to attack back. Nerdy, how many attacks are you doing this stream? I think I'm going to settle for 4 or 5 this stream. That is definitely not going to make it for like, I know that's not gonna unfortunately cover all the attacks I got this year for Art Fight, and I have so many characters saved from my revenges that I wish I was able to get to, but unfortunately I think I'm just gonna have to like live with the fact that I am not I just had a lot more given to me than I got back. So we're gonna do something kind of in my comfort zone, which is like a nice like mommy type demon big booby design, which I love to draw. So, and then I think after that I'll finish off my bingo by drawing one of Skynix's characters. And we'll see if I feel like I have any motivation to keep going from there and like finish off Art Fight. But I might just end on the finishing the blackout of the bingo. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. It really depends on how the vibes are for me. Well, I might disappear to sometime before the stream comes and maybe come back. You did amazing with this art fight. Thank you so much. I'm glad you think so. I did, despite getting into like some intense like oh my god, my brain. Some intense art block or like motivation right midway through. I feel like that's very common for a lot of art fight, is to feel that kind of like midway point, kind of like, oh shit man, I'm so tired, especially when you're doing as many attacks as I did. But in the end I'm glad with what I did, so I think we are good. Oh, you got custom keychains. That's awesome. I love getting custom keychains and ordering them and making them. It's very fun. I think I'm gonna keep this like large pen size. I want to like do very simplified line art for this. I have a vision, and my vision is simple. Just like nice and easy breezy line art. I don't normally do line art this thick, which is very fun. Also, I want to say like a preemptive thank you for everyone who's like stuck around for all of my art fight streams, or has even like popped by into like just this one or any of the other ones. It's been a really fun art fight. I I had a lot of fun experimenting and doing like the art fight bingo aspect of it, which is something I probably won't do again because that was really difficult. Or maybe I will do it again. Who knows? I don't want to never say never, as Justin Bieber once said. Um and like, yeah, no, we've had a lot of like really awesome, like consistent active chatters in these lives, and I just like thank you for being so active and like enter and making sure these like lives are entertaining by engaging in the chat, and like even to the lurkers, if lurkers are around drawing with me or just using me as like a weird little podcast, thank you so much um for stopping by. I appreciate it so much. For real, for real. These streams are very fun, and like again, I don't do streams very often, so it's always like a gamble on whether or not they're gonna be successful. And I feel like for the most part they've been pretty. Hi, lurker here. You've been pretty active in the chat actually. Um, but like, yeah, for the most part I've been really enjoying you guys' presence, and I hopefully will be doing more streams in the future. Maybe we'll see if I feel like doing any streams for the rest of this year other than art fight. I might not. You're a wonderful background person in my ear. Oh, thank you. But yeah, I think after this revenge here, I'm going to attack Skynex's character and wrap up art fight by getting that big boy blackout on the bingo. Mostly because I can feel myself getting a little burnt out, you know? And I wanna end this on a high note. So we're gonna do this one mostly as like a buffer before I draw one of Skynex's characters, because I want to draw like a character that's in my comfort zone. Skynex designs a lot of OCs that are just like not entirely in my personal comfort zone. So I'm just drawing a hot demon mommy first, and then I'll draw one of like Skynex's cool OCs. Hi, you make really good background noise to keep me from tweaking out with just silence. I appreciate that so much. That makes me very happy to hear. I'm glad I'm not making y'all tweak out or freak out, you know? We having a good time in the Nerdy-arty lives. No bad times allowed. This is a very fun character. I feel like the thick line art really suits this OC. We're doing like very simple backgrounds for these attacks too, mostly because hee hee ha ha, my brain is not working no more. But hell yeah. I think the like black background is really cool. Yapping is enough to keep me out of dissociating. Okay, that's awesome. I will keep that in mind. I try. I know that sometimes I will go like silent for a little bit. And I don't want to like be too boring at a certain point where it's literally just me drawing and not yapping no more. So like that's the main thing. I feel like the reason why I don't stream much is because I feel like I can't hold a conversation for like a really long period of time on my own. And I'm like, well, I can't just go quiet. Like the whole point of streaming is to be like entertaining for that period of time. That's why a lot of streamers stream video games, because it gives you like something to talk about as you go. But I suck at video games, which could be its own fun little category of streaming in and of itself. Just watching me literally be the worst at video games. I'm so bad. Um, but yeah, when it's drawing, it's so easy to like get in the zone and then just like not talk. And then I'm like, oh fuck. I'm being the most boring bitch on earth. I've been here since the first art fight stream. I know, I've noticed, and I really appreciate that. You're a real G, for real. Mad respect to you and all the other regulars, and even the people who had just joined. All respect to everyone in chat right now and who was in chat in previous streams. Man, I do love drawing like a classic hourglass shaped body. That shit's always so fun to draw, for real. Nothing gets me more in the mood to draw than drawing like a big busted lady. You will be coming back next year. That makes me so happy. I'm glad. I only found your channel a few months ago, and I think the art style challenge video, but I really enjoy your content. You have all the vibes. Thank you so much. And then we got my sister flexing. I've been here since birth. Yeah, I know. Fucking I wish you weren't. No, I'm just kidding. I promise I love my sister. I just also hate them. Classic sibling stuff, you know? Bro flexing that they've been here since birth. It's my first time discovering an art stream. Oh, damn. You're an art stream baby. There's a lot of people on the internet who stream art content. And it's very cool. I highly recommend. There are probably other people out there who are way more entertaining than me that will be fun for you to watch out there. I highly recommend checking those guys out. For real, for real. If Nerdy has no fans, I'm dead. Oh, well, I don't want you to be dead. What the fuck? Who's gonna hype me up? I don't know what I want to do for like this background. I feel like we could go basic mode and like maybe do like a weird frame shape thing, and then black, and then there's a tangent there. I want to fix that. Oh, wrong layer. Can add like some glitters, some shapes. No. I'm like trying to figure out my shape brushes to see what there is that I can add. I like that. I think that's cool. But we can up the brush size and the particle density a little bit. And then we're gonna lower the particle density here, and then up the particle size. Not that high. And then, bro, I'm, let me cook, I think. I don't know. I'd be figuring shit out. There we go. And then I think I'm gonna actually just keep that as like a texture thing. Who's gonna run your pawn booth? Exactly. I need help with my boothing shit. And who else is gonna do that but my own sibling? All right. I honestly like that it's pink. I think it stands out, matches the hair. Let's go. Alrighties. You know what? Okay, if this is attack 24, I think finishing off on attack 25 is smart. We're going to draw one of Skynix's characters then. I had one already saved, but I want to, because Skynix has a lot of little guys. And I'm in the mood to draw a little guy instead of like the character that I originally had saved. Yeah, I'm gonna draw this character instead. I was gonna draw one of his human characters, but no, I'm feeling like drawing this little guy. One sec. Look at him. So cute. Just a little guy. Very fun design. 50 keychains unbagged. Nice. I want to like see how people have drawn this character. All right. We can do this, gang. We can do this. Simple and cute. For real, for real. We ain't making this hard for me. We really ain't. Whenever it comes to like, more animal-shaped characters, I always like start off with like a big shape first, and then I like simple can sometimes be better, and you are correct. We're gonna start, because these kinds of characters are always more of a struggle for me, these like animal-shaped characters. I want to start with like kind of big shapes first, and then okay, that's the base sketch, which truly looks like ass, but we are starting at basic, and then we are going to slowly simplify from here, or like add And I really want to, like, really make this, like, a cute, fun, simple style. I think it would be more in line to do it that way. Sometimes you gotta start off with like a shitty sketch of like the shapes, and then it's like, oh yeah, I know where to go from here. Me drawing while listening to banger boppin' music. Let's go. Yeah, it's a bird guy. I don't draw birds very often. That's like not. That's not what I normally do. But it's a very cute character. You know, I was originally going to draw one of his human OCs, and by one of his human OCs, I mean the only human OC he had listed. But I didn't feel like drawing like a jacked man character, to be honest. So, we doing the owl. Do you have any songs you listen to while drawing? Normally I listen to like video essays and stuff while I draw, but if I'm listening to music while I'm drawing, it's normally like idol music. That's normally the music that I'll listen to. Is like anime girl idol music. And follow up, any you would recommend for drawing? I mean, honestly, um, the music people listen to while they draw is like it's like I feel like that's something that you curate yourself based on your own tastes, you know? Like I know a lot of people think or like find that classical music is really helpful for when they're drawing. Because it like turns off their brain a little bit. And I think that's super interesting, but normally I really like to listen to music that kind of like pumps me up. So for me, like I love like the kind of like moe moe kyun idol bullshit. Um, and that's the kind of shit that'll get me motivated to draw. Um, but yeah, it really honestly depends on the person. Like the kind of music you listen to while you draw is like such a personal thing. It honestly like are you the type of person that likes more pump up music, like music that makes you want to get up and do something, or music that kind of makes you want to like chill while you're drawing, you know? Stuff that makes the art experience more relaxing um or uh yeah, less stressful, I guess. For me, the stuff that causes me less stress is 1000% just like listening to like fun music of cute girls singing about never giving up. So many idol songs with Makenai or Akidamenai. Oh yeah, no, YouTube will also like curate playlists and stuff like that of um music or things that you can listen to um that are like curated to your usual watch um patterns. Bro, my brain it's taking me like 15 seconds to generate one word. I'm gonna freaking lay down after this. I'm gonna lay down and die. I don't know what I'm gonna do for like my long form videos after this. I don't have like I have ideas of videos that I want to make for when I get back to doing video making, but I'm like wondering which one I should start off with to get myself back in the groove. Maybe I'll do Style Challenge Part 2 or something. Cuz I know a lot of people really liked Style Challenge 1 and they want me to do the Inspiration Edition one, and I feel like that would be a nice one to get back into the swing of making videos. Um I just the idea that I had in mind for Style Challenge Part 2, it's like I'm gonna go all in again, and I feel like it would be fun to like pick different OCs that I think the artists like, if it's like artists that inspire me. If I'm because that's the thing, that's like Style Challenge drawing it like artists that inspire me. I feel like I don't want to just have it be simply my Sona. I think it would be really fun to make it so that it's like I pick OCs that I think match the vibes of specific artists that inspire me. So I assign one of my OCs to an artist that I've looked up to for a really long time. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna draw this character as if this artist created them, or is like I commissioned them to draw this character. I feel like that would be very interesting. I feel like that would be very fun. Just do some light identity theft, you know? Pretend to be my faves. And then it gives me a chance to like talk about my OCs too, which like I feel like I haven't told very I haven't like talked too much about my other characters, you know? Yeah, exactly. OC propaganda. People finally get to know my guys. I feel like I've definitely talked about them in passing, and I've posted about them like on my sketchbook tours and stuff like that. But like in general, I haven't really told you guys about who my OCs are and what their vibes are. Like you guys don't know I mean, you guys know of my OCs, especially because of Art Fight. Um but like I can introduce you to them. Didn't even see the notification. I'm so glad I made it before the stream ends. Oh, no worries, Wendy. I'm glad you're here. We're doing nice and simple and easy for this last one, and then we're gonna be done. So you are here right on time, my friend. Right on time. We're doing nice and simple for this one though, because I feel like that's a good way to end, is to do like a nice, fun and simple. Oh yeah, I'm glad. I love this OC. It's very cute. Thank you. I mean, it's not my OC. It's Skynix's OC, which is nice, which is a very fun design. I have the fucking Uma Musume theme song stuck in my head right now, where it's like na 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 fun fun da mana go na mana na mana mirai wa meow 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 meow. Because I've been watching the anime. I refuse to play the game, but I will watch the anime because the anime doesn't involve microtransactions. That's like the only reason why I don't want to play the Uma Musume game, is because I know who I am. And the person I am is someone who gives in to microtransactions. Even in like games I don't like that have like microtransactions in them, that I like play because they're like brainless games, I'll like see they'll like offer me like, yeah, you can stop the ads by paying $8.99, and then it's like, I could. It takes like everything in my brain to not do that. And it's like, if it's these cute fucking horse girls that I love to death, I'm gonna end up spending money on them. I know that I'm gonna end up spending money on them. And people are like, oh, but it's so easy to be free to play, Nerdy, you'll be fine. And it's like, no, you don't understand how much restraint it'll take from my soul to not give in to microtransactions. I'm already on my fucking knees paying, like, dying here. I can't do that shit to myself. I know my boundaries, and my boundaries is no mas. But it's like, there are other ways to enjoy Uma Musume, and that's how I've been enjoying it. I've been watching the anime, I've been watching other people play the game, and that's been like a nice thing to do, because like they can do the microtransactions and I won't have to suffer, you know? I can just watch people pull in a gacha. Oh, and then another thing about idle game culture that like makes me go absolutely friggin' crazy, that like I know is something that will fucking get me if I get into another idle game, is like, here's the thing, I'm always gonna find a character that I hyperfixate on. Like that's just the case. It's going to happen, you know? So the problem is, there in idol fan culture, there's also the thing where it's like, you are not a true fan of this character unless you have all the shit of them, you know? Where it's like, you've collected all the cards, unless you've spent a certain amount of money proving to people that you are this character's biggest fan. And like, the thing is, I am also someone who gives into that shit, where it's like, oh no, yes, I cannot prove that I am anime girl number 45's biggest fan without spending all of my hard-earned fucking chromer on this bitch. And it's like, no, Nerdy, that's not how it fucking works. You can't give in to that. That's not how it works. You can't just because you've spent XYZ doesn't mean that you're less of a fan than this other person. But I swear to God, if I play these idle games, I'm gonna want to spend all my money on my favorite girls, because then it'll be like a status symbol. I'll be like, I love XY character. And because I love XY character, I'm going to spend this outrageous amount of money proving to you that I love this character. I can't do that fucking shit. I have cats to feed. I have bills to pay. I can't do that to myself. So I'm glad someone caught on to the Cromer. I'm so Undertale brain rot. I mean, Deltarune brain rot right now. But like, yeah, that's like where I am. And it's like people, and then, yeah, so I have friends in my life who are like, no, it's fine, Nerdy. It's like really easy to do these free to play. Like, you'll be fine. And it's like, no, you don't fucking understand. You don't understand how crazy I get when I hyperfixate on an idle game. I did that with Bandori, and it actually killed me. Like I actually spent, as a high school student, as someone who like didn't have like a job, like a normal job. I was just a high school student who did like commissions from time to time. I spent like any free cent that I had on Bandori. And the thing is, like, now that I have adult money that I can spend, I'm so glad that I'm not like Bandori brain rotten anymore. Because like, bro, the amount of money I would lay down for these girls if I had the chance. Scary. Not good. I can't do this to myself. I know my limits, and my limits are no more fucking gacha games. I can't do that to myself again. No matter what I do. If you see me playing a gacha game again, and it's not because I'm like a famous streamer who makes like 5 figures in a month, because I friggin' like who makes like 5 figures in a month doing gacha games. If you see me just like casually laying down money on gacha games, send help. I need help. Like, unless I am like big time, big streamer, and can spend money playing on gacha, because I could technically put that down as a tax write-off. I can't do it. I can't do it. Not gonna happen. It's gonna kill me. I will die. You do not understand how hard I will die and shit myself and fall on the floor and cease to exist. It will be bad. TED Talk over, I guess. Bully Nerdy out of gacha games. Exactly. That's the moral of the story. If you see Nerdy playing a gacha game and they can't put and they can't mark that shit off as a tax write-off, send help. Because if I can mark off like my gacha spendings as a tax write-off, it's fine. It's fine. But like, I'm not a gamer. I can't do that. I know what I'm about. I know the kind of guy I am. And that guy can be scary. Very cute. Very cute OC. Very cute OC. Layer. Documents. Bully the fish. Exactly. I will gladly endorse you bullying me if it means that I'm not spending money on gacha games. That's me whenever I have to hold back on getting keychains and merch from RPG Maker games. But here's the deal. when you're getting like keychains and merch from like RPG Maker games that you love or things like that, that is a tangible item that you can hang up in your house and display and be like, oh my gosh, I love this thing and it makes me fucking happy. With idle games, bro, that's just a PNG. Girly Pop, it's just a PNG. You can't hang that shit up on the wall. You can hang up a screenshot of your like 10 pull, I guess. But it's not a tangible thing, you know? So then like I'm all for spending money on like little trinkets that make you happy. Little Hatsune Miku anime figures. But it's like you're spending money to pull for a card on a gacha game. That's just some ones and zeros, girl. That's how I justify it, you know? Anyways, this is attack number 25, and I think that is a really good place to end off. We did 4 drawings today, which is not bad. I'm very happy. We did a lot of things. Let's actually file, import image. We're gonna import this into, whoop. Girl wanted to spin around. Girl, stop spinning. We're gonna put that in here. There we go. And then we're going to stop. And then we go, woo, stop, no, too small. We go, woo, woo, blackout, yay, bingo done, woohoo, I did it, I did all the things, I did it all, I am the king of art fight, woohoo, I did the whole fucking thing, guys. Look at that. You can kind of like see all the attacks that count for all the things. I'm finally done. I'm free. I'm free. Thank you, Art Fight. Thank you, everyone who's stuck around. War is over. Who's stuck around and wanted to hang out in the stream and draw with me and have a good time. This was really fun. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great afternoon, evening, night. Relax. I know I will. I'm gonna take a moment to just exist for a bit. But yeah, hopefully Team Crystals wins this year. We'll see how it goes. We do have a fighting chance. There might be streams in the future, but we'll see. We'll see. It might be until next year. But yeah, thank you so much. I will see you around, probably in a long form video. Bye-bye!